Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. Welcome to Morning Chat and Morning Coffee. I hope you got your coffee going and we'll sip along together. I've already had one cup. I poured a cup a minute ago before I started the video. I had to nuke it about 20 seconds. Let's give it a try. You know I love it. It's got that heavy whipping cream in there. My McDonald's coffee is getting low. I'm on that second tub and I'm putting a dent in it. I'll tell you why, because I'm not buying it as much from McDonald's. I'm making a lot of coffee at home. I've been spending a lot of time at home because of the weather being hot. I go out, I do what I got to do, and I get back here and sit in this AC. But there's something else I've been doing that I didn't realize until last night. Folks, that's the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. That is good. Come on in here a minute. Let's raise the window up. Take a look outside. Gonna be another beauty. I just did my eye drops. So last night around 8:45, I said, I want to go to bed. I'm ready for bed. You say 8:40. That's right. It wasn't even dark outside yet. Completely. Let me turn my light out, by the way. And my hot water heater. I took a shower already. I'm all spruced up for you. It is 6:57. Got up at 4:30, but I continued laying in bed, doing what I did all evening, early evening yesterday, last night, through the night till I went to sleep, and woke up this morning continuing. And that is listening to Billy Graham messages. I'm sure most of you know who Billy Graham is. When I was a kid, I actually saw Billy Graham. And you don't go to a church or just anywhere to see Billy Graham. You got to go to a stadium. I mean, even auditoriums aren't big enough. As you know, he was huge. And he delivered a message with the tone of his voice and the simplicity and the profound way he spoke. He truly was a man of God. So I got addicted yesterday and I was listening to them. And like anything, reading and stuff like that, sometimes it can make you drowsy and tired. And I was just sitting there in the theater chair listening, and about 8:45, I said, I want to go to bed. And so I waited till about 9:30. And of course, I knew I would get up early, and I got up at 4:30, but I laid there and put that back on. While I tell you I'm just like you, a Christian, I believe in God, I can also tell you that it really is true that what you focus your attention on is what you give strength to. And when you are focusing all your attention on different things in life, not necessarily bad things, but that's just all you're consumed with at the moment, at this time. You know, it could be your kids, your grandchildren, your job, your money, your home, repairs, good, bad, evil, the media, the politics. It could be anything. But your mind will go. You will grow a garden. Whatever you start putting seed in is what you're going to get. When we focus our attention on the right thing and get rid of the distractions and understand that some things that were a distraction that you thought you couldn't live without, or when they were removed from your life, that brought sorrow and loneliness and confusion to your life, and that you needed to get it back. When in fact, so many things in our lives have to happen to make us stronger. So I have learned that while I was in this pity party and hoping and thinking that everything needs to continue what it was when it was kind of good, that I need to get that back. I need to stoke that flame. In fact, that wood and kindling is burnt. It is gone. It was there for a reason. It was there and it was removed for a reason. God doesn't make mistakes. Everything happens, and that's what we forget. We think we know what's best in our life and what we should try to do and where we want to go and all that. You have no idea. As the old saying goes, if you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. So when it comes to your finances, your life, your retirement, your relationships, your job, your career, everything, can go in a direction that you think you're in control of. But really, if you just keep your attention where it should be, like God says in the Bible, seek me first and all these things will come to you. Because he already knows the beginning from the end. But we get ahead of that. See, that's what the problem is. We get ahead of it, and we get ahead of it daily. We forget instantly. We get caught up in when something is removed from our life. We're like, oh, wait, that gave me comfort. That gave me happiness. It was trouble, but it was good. I want it back. And you will go through periods because he has to get you, into this solitude, into yourself, into no distractions, where you're not going out and not thinking about it. He needs to get you down to where you're down. You're down and out. And then you got nowhere to go but up. And then when you go up and something happens, and you get this renewed life, this renewed happiness and joy, then you see where it came from. It came from because you got so broken that you cried out to your Father in heaven. And then when things got better, started going better, you started feeling better, you could tell. You could totally tell. And that's where he wants the honor and the credit. If you just went from like, hey, a little thing, and then you moved to another thing eventually, and God never was in the picture, never was considered, you never got so broken, you never were put down so hard that, you were hurting and you had to reach out and cry out to God. Anybody, not anybody, God. You had to cry out to God to help you with what you're going through. And that's the only way that you're going to recognize that things are better because of God. And so there it is. That was kind of a roundabout thing that I've experienced. So anyway, I'm expecting my life in every way, my health to continue, my physique to grow amazing, to be so proud of my age and how I look and feel and think. For my YouTube channel to grow, to get my play button, to get my 100,000 subscribers. I'm expecting to go higher than that. I'm expecting to travel. I'm expecting to experience everything that this was purchased for. When I bought this camper, I had no idea of the fun it would be and provide a home for me and also allow me to travel 3 times in 1 year across this country. And so I have a renewed mind. I have a renewed enthusiasm and look for the blessings to come into my life. And by adopting these habits and these things and this way of thinking, you can't do nothing but crush it.